Is it possible to beat new Super Luigi U while always crouching? The rules are simple. Very simple actually. Get an elastic band and hold down and never stop holding down or I'll hunt you down and kill your family. On top of that, I'm not allowing power-ups as all the problems in this run can be solved that way, and I'm not allowing myself to use secret exits, and finally, I'm allowing myself to stop crouching when going through pipes, doors, etc. We start in 1-1. Who would I get? Have I done this before? I do not care. We start in 1-1, and there aren't any big problems, but let me introduce you to something that definitely won't come back later, that being slopes. Because we're always crouching, we always slide down slopes, meaning we have to be very careful to make sure we don't fall off. Then we get to 1-2, and this level sucks. There's a lot of slopes making it hard to even move around, and there are multiple moving sections making it very easy to fall. I died a lot on this level, but 1-2 is nothing compared to the next level. 1-mid castle. Hey, remember when I said something that definitely won't come back later, that being slopes? 1-mid castle has rotating slopes. I think that says enough. The only way to stay on them was to continuously jump a lot. I died a few times, but after a lot of attempts, I did it. Have you heard of claustrophobia? Welcome to Claustrophobia Simulator, the best claustrophobic experience out there. Squeeze your way through multiple narrow pathways without hitting a single thing or you die. The next two levels are no problem, so the next challenging level comes at 2-2, as all the rolling spike enemies are hard to avoid while staying crouched. But after a few attempts, I got it, but 2-mid castle is... We start with this section that makes us go fast, and if you haven't realised, going fast isn't exactly in our moveset. And then there's this section making us go fast, and if you haven't realised, going fast isn't exactly on our moveset. And finally, one last section making us go fast, and if you haven't realised, going fast isn't exactly on our moveset. And also make tricky jumps, and oh, let me remind you that every single level has a 100-second timer, making this level even more difficult. 3-1 is another hard level, but with enough attempts it is possible, just be quick. And then both levels after aren't a problem, but 3-3 is impossible. Well, I don't want to say for definite outright, but from my testing I couldn't get past this part. If anyone can do this, then I will eat a printed out picture of Luigi. But don't threat, as the entirety of World 3 is optional, so let's instead try World 4. Once again, the first two levels are easy, no surprise, but as always, the mid-castle is absolutely terrible. I don't think I can do it justice in words, so let me just play a few clips. I hope you're not scared of ghosts, because I spent a lot of time in 4-Ghost House. There are enemies absolutely everywhere, and if you go on the top, enjoy sliding every which way. And the bottom path isn't much better because, I'm just bad, okay? I'm not good with the water movement. Anyway, after way more tries than it should have, I managed to beat it, so we can move on, and the rest of this world is actually quite easy. World 5. Where do I begin? At the start, I suppose, that being 5-airship is fine, but even 5-1 isn't easy, as it's hard to swing on the vines when you're constantly going down. It is surprisingly possible though, so on to the next levels on a split path, and if you think I'm doing 5-2, you're having a laugh. So, 5-3 it is. Okay, this level shouldn't be difficult, but I kept dying in stupid places, and the same applies to 5-mid tower, although it does actually have one difficult part, but none of these levels can even hold a candle to 5-ghost house. It's like 1-mid castle, but 10 times worse. Have a look for yourself. Also, I know it looks like I stopped crouching in a few sections, but when you jump off slopes, it plays the normal jumping animation. Most of World 6 are just those should be easy levels, but I'm bad. But then we get to 6-mid castle 2. Oh god, I hate this level! When I die by something off screen, this level's got you covered. I died more times than I'd like to admit on this level, and can we just take a second to appreciate this death? As of writing, that was yesterday, and I've beaten the level, and I'm still mad at that. Also, like I just said, it is possible, but I did have to learn the AI of a boss, which was a little annoying. Overall, I spent 3 hours on that level, and the game does finally throw us a bone, as the rest of this world is easy. Or not. I spent 2 days on 7-1. Why, you're asking? I'm bad. Yeah, I'm just bad. That's literally the only problem. It is possible, and the next few levels are easy until 7-Castle. I know that's a big jump, but I could beat every other level with just a few attempts. 7-Castle. Most of the level is fine until the ending. The problem is this section. It's hard to get enough speed to go through the top section, especially with good fireball timing. It's not impossible, and I got it a few times, but most of the time I just waited for this platform to push me like this, and pray the fireball timing were good to me. But we haven't even got started on the boss. Ludwig clones himself and shoots magic at you, but good luck avoiding all that as you can barely move. But once you've hit him once and you've learnt his AI, you've won, as long as the hitboxes are normal. But not a single level in this challenge can even compete to 7-Airship. This level is best summarized as... Let's break down this level and go step by step. We start in this section where we have to avoid flying bomb-bombs and this giant robotic hand. Just be patient and learn the pattern of the hand and we should be all good. Then there's this section. This is the easiest section as all you have to do is go up and not get sniped by this bomb and you should be all good. But then the boss. The boss doesn't sound that bad on paper, but I can't tell you how many times I died. He only has 3 attacks and you can hit him on 2. It's easy, right? No. His 3 attacks are throwing bombs, throwing his fist, and a charge attack. We can't have minimum throwing bombs, so that leaves the throwing fist and the charge attack. The fist attack looks the easiest to hit him, but this is actually false, as his arm is a slope, and as we've already mentioned, slopes are a big no-no. Mix up with the worst hitbox ever, and that makes this attack almost unviable. While it is possible to hit him with this, most attempts I just opted to hit him during the charge attack, but like the charge attack is much better. To hit him, you just bounce on his head. Seems simple enough, right? No! He moves so fast, so good luck trying to calculate where he's gonna be to bounce on his head. After hours of attempts, I had still yet to hit him even twice, but I knew it was possible, so after many fails, I did manage to beat it, so on to the last world. World 8 is quite a short world, so let's go through all of the levels. 8-1 is fine, as long as you're patient, but 8-2, we have to play the entire level on a floating raft, and if too many enemies get on it, it stops. So just play the level slow, you say. Whoopsie, there's poison gas chasing you throughout the entire level. It is possible, however, so onto 8-3 looks way harder than it actually is, so we can just move on to 8-Mid-Castle. This level is just 8-2, but worse. The platform is way smaller than 8-2, and only 1 enemy has to get on it for it to stop, and there's way more enemies everywhere. And just to add insult to injury, we have to use motion controls to control the platform. It is possible though, so onto the final level. Yeah, the last level is laughably easy as you would expect. So with that, it is possible to beat new Super Luigi U while always crouching. I don't normally ask this, but if you guys could please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, that would mean so much to me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.